For synchronization purposes, March 14th, Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, beginning now. Say hello to my fellow investigator Tim, everybody. Good evening, everyone, and today, accompanied with Tim from Exploring the Decay, formerly known as Exploring the Abandoned, we bring you to prison. Specifically, the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary northwest of Knoxville in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. A side note, pardon the camera. There's a reason I don't use this one as my primary camera. This'll be the only time. It's our first one on our own.
I ain't trying to bring these bastards home either. So I can thank my wife for my amethyst and my jasmine.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can tell there's a lot of history that was here. Alright, which door did she say it was? This one or the other one? I won't tell you everything about this prison, as I would encourage you to take a historical tour here. But this prison has had a long and troubled history going back to the Civil War, starting out as a slave camp for the mines, and eventually being built into the prison we see today. And before all of that, it was Native American land. Many souls have perished within these walls and on these grounds, and it is theorized that some still remain here today. Traumatic experiences tend to leave impressions like that. And this prison was no stranger to notorious criminals, nasty riots, race wars, and tragedy. In the 50s and 60s, residents of Petros could bring their garments to be laundered free of charge. The laundry room was an easy place to conceal contraband, most notably a once-divorced .25 automatic pistol. The infamous felon James Earl Ray worked in the laundry and reportedly grew a watermelon patch that he tended to out back. Today, the prison serves as a tourist destination, ranging from those who want to see the building for what it is, to those who want to attend concerts or venues here. Yes, they do host concerts here. And if you're hungry and thirsty, then there's always the Warden's Table, a distinctive restaurant featured on Guy Fieri's Diners, Dive-Ins, and Dives. And to wash it all down, why not try their moonshine? Although if it's taxed, is it true shine? Unfortunately, this is the off-season. No restaurant, no concerts, and if you find any moonshine, it would be at the nearby liquor stores. From here on out, I'll only butt in on occasion to comment what we're seeing or what may have happened, and while it was a mostly quiet night, there were a few things that happened to me and Tim here. And besides, I'm sure you guys want to see a derelict prison, with or without potential hauntings. Right? Yeah, it's closed. About to go down the hole. You want to come with? Well, is that an interrogation room?
Looks like it.
In hindsight, that looks more like a guard station, although the chairs are arranged a bit weirdly. Not quite sure what all went down here, but one thing is for certain. The hole is where really bad prisoners went as punishment, and some of them have spent years down here. No sunlight, very few comforts, and very little interaction. In fact, some prisoners went blind during their time down here.
The heater.
Alright. Should I go first or you?
You go first.
Alright. Anybody here? They said only single beds were in here, right?
She said it housed, what, 4 to 6 of them.
I know in the main block, but what about down here?
I don't know, you're in my way. It's the door. Really? Doomie.
I guess that was falling apart.
Probably.
Hey, you know what? I want to go inside one of these and just get an idea what it was like. What do you think? I could have sworn I heard something to my right. Hello? There's nothing in there at all. Yeah, we'll do that later. Maybe I'll do it by myself and get myself screwed. What I heard down there could have been as simple as the building settling. Being inside a large old structure by yourself, or with only one buddy, can make you rather jumpy. Say hello to the Gymnasium. Let's see what the ghosts are up to in there. Spirits, ghosts, attachments, monsters. You know, on the main block, one idea I had for maybe attempting to provoke them. Take this off and just let it clank against the bars as I pass by.
No.
Yeah, probably a dumb idea. I'm sure more seasoned paranormal investigators are looking at me like, what the hell is up with this guy? Come on, get into focus. Much better. The boxing. On behalf of Tim, I do apologize in advance for any camera flashes that you see. Okay, that's you. You know one thing? Sometimes the dead silence itself can be creepier than when things are popping off. I know some of you on YouTube give me crap about Z-axis bounce. I don't correct that, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I think it might be the buildings settling in the elements. I'll write that off for now. Right. My camera really does not like it out in the dark. Outside. What's this? That's different. That room we passed by seems to be some kind of lockup. I'm not quite sure what the purpose was for, but the guide didn't seem to say much about it.
Negative shit's at.
I thought it was on the top floor.
In that building.
Very specific spot, though. Alright. Well, let's at least get a couple minutes in that negative spot, just so we can say we were there.
Yeah.
D block. Now, this is what I think is the creepiest part of the prison grounds. It just has that vibe about it. When the hole was finally shut
Danger
down
on
in the
D
50s,
block.
this is where the nastiest inmates would go, in an effort to keep the good separated from the bad. Additionally, the guide said that there is a negative presence that tends to manifest between D block as well as the top floor. Now, if a negative presence is said to reside in an area, it's not a good idea to go there. Fortunately for you, I am an idiot.
That's where they talk to each other.
Oh. No paranormal investigating or ghost hunting during daytime tours.
And it's unlocked for nighttime tours.
Let's give it a try. Oh, it is kind of nasty in here. Hope there ain't no asbestos.
Possibly.
Creaky door. Where do we even begin? Yeah.
We're being not experts on extreme paranormal. And the much negative energy that you said it was? Yeah.
17 to 24. These are all cell blocks.
That thing is still in.
What? That wasn't you? Did it just shut off on you?
I did. It's the only flashlight I got.
Guess someone's trying to mess with you.
Tim was having equipment problems throughout the night, and this would come to impact his time at the prison. I'm sure it's just a coincidence, but there is a theory that if something is trying to manifest, it'll try to draw whatever energy it can, including from your batteries, and this can result in all sorts of weird malfunctions. But it was only happening to Tim. It makes me wonder if something didn't like him or had a problem with his Nordic beliefs.
The way that paint's just peeled right off. At first you think it's the mass of like somebody else, but no, it's just the paint.
Which is funny, the paint over cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Back at the prison cells.
I'm gonna go back here for a moment. Alright.
Right back. It doesn't fit. Looks like you're gonna have issues.
I gotta take this off.
Probably just. It's just behind the cells, that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not worthy.
Never know. If any spirits are here, pardon our trespasses if we are bothering you. But if you don't want us here, Hit something really hard for us and we'll leave. Okay. I just want to get a feel of what it's like to be in one of these cells, so, just think. This is all you had in the cell. Your basin, your can, small shelf. Looks like there was a chair that would swing out. And that was your bed. And if you had a mattress at all, it would probably be the thinnest thing known to man. Here. Let me set the camera like this for a moment. No. I'm gonna sit down here for a moment.
We're gonna sit in the cell for a second.
Is that a good enough angle? Because I'm gonna sit in the cot for a moment.
Yeah. Ain't rusty.
I didn't do it, officer. You can't believe me. What was this? Oh, shower. All right, it's where you can wash up. If anybody's here, we may be back later.
Well, I'm here, maybe not.
Why? What's in here? Okay, that's attached to the door. That was...
It's underneath it. No.
not working very well as a stop, is it?
Nope.
All right, I'll get one quick look in here, if there's anything at all. And there's not. Put that damn bucket so I don't get scared by it being caught on the door. Or not.
I'm not trying to disturb it.
It is just us two in the building. At least, I think it is just us two. I wonder what other people would think if they were in the building and they heard that.
Hold on. Why is that there?
Look out. Look out from what it looks like.
Probably. Alright, we got our look up there. The one idea I got for isolation, we stay on separate floors. That way we don't have to go far if we freak out. You do that later tonight.
But I have heard that there is one area on this property that is notorious for just fucking with people. They're all closed.
All of them. I think I got an idea why that might be the case. It's probably part of the daytime tour, so you can't just mosey on in at your
Oh, yeah.
convenience. And at the opposite end, it's a doorway. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Come on, get into focus. Good boy. That's your rear entry. Or exit. Probably in case of emergency. That was me.
What is it there?
Say what?
What was it there?
Ooh-wee, ooh. That's my impression of a theremin. Okay, that's just you.
So I know I haven't been on YouTube a lot. It's mostly because of like personal things that need to be done for long.
Personal,
Oh, I smelled that. I don't know.
what?
Sulfur. Like I just got a bunch of sulfur. Right near the smell.
I don't smell anything.
Well, I just smelled it.
I didn't smell anything beyond that old building smell. But I usually don't see Tim take off like that. I don't know if he was just pulling my leg, but something must have spooked him. Maybe he can share his take when he releases his video on this place.
Picture of that.
I'm gonna have to run back there and take a bunch of pictures. Camera not functioning properly?
Keep saying it shut off.
Huh. And when we start investigating for real, remember 3 shots at a time. Alright guys, I think we beat around the bush long enough. Let's go into the main blocks.
Again, we're novice experts.
Novaci.
Novices.
Oh man. You know, I remember playing a mod for the game Doom, and there was a section just like this. Now, it was a much more comedic mod, so it had a comedic spin to it, but demons were trapped in the cells, but they could reach out and scratch you at will. And you had not enough ammo to fight them all off, so... Because it was supposed to be a joke mod. A really funny joke mod. And now that I'm here in a scene very similar to that, it's not really a joke anymore, is it?
Maybe.
That's what it's reminding me about, but all the humor has been stripped away. Ah, here's the main block.
Like episode of Walking Dead. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, reminds me of the prison season. Except instead of inmates, Rick's wife haunts the place.
Yeah.
And then he freaks out for a moment, goes through the 5 stages of grief. Then the man with one leg talks to him. Then they feel a little better before they get shot at. I'll tell you what, I've got a dumb idea. I go down one hall on one floor, on the 2nd floor, or I could do it on the 3rd floor, and you go down another one maybe on the 2nd. We'll stay away from the 4th floor for now.
Well, right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go on ahead.
Going that way.
Yeah, stairs go up here. Oh. Can't go up these stairs.
Oh.
Alright, we'll have to compromise. Which door you want?
Well, let's go down this one because this one's open over here versus the closed one over there. It's the same.
That one's closed?
Yeah. It's the same as the bottom one down there.
I'm gonna do it anyway. It's closed on both sides regardless. Let's take a look in these cells. The guy did mention, even though there's only 2 bunks, at some points there were like 4, 5, 6 people stationed in each cell. So you did not have much room to move at all. What?
My light cut off as soon as I tried to go in that room. Nope.
Which one? Show me.
As soon as I got to the doorway.
Alright, and the second floor, this would have been in the cafeteria, right? Mess hall, chow hall, whatever you want to call it. Alright, don't mind that subtle buzzing, that's my EM pump going.
Oh. Animal prints. Damn. Was this like a little cabin room?
So that's the second time it's shut off. You think there's like an auto shut-off thing in there? I wouldn't put it past it. Freaking cheap trash. Oh, it's all Walmart hat. Walmart, right? You got it from there. Alright. Alright. I gotta say, so far, this isn't any creepier than my basement. Now, the acoustics throw me off, but I am not feeling much right now.
Yeah.
Alright, come on, get into focus. Good boy.
My camera keeps cutting in and out of focus, and I'm going to make a call. It is not paranormal at all. I think it's just a byproduct of being in the dark, and cameras typically do not like the dark. Even with dedicated night vision and infrared lighting, you can see my camera is just struggling to keep up. This is why I use normal floodlights.
This is creepy.
The cafeteria. Yeah.
So we are in the mess hall.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a peek in this little porthole.
Peeking out.
Don't stick anything in it. Let's check the other side too.
What was this?
Yeah, now you see. This was all new. This was original.
Yep.
And imagine on higher floors where this is the only thing stopping you. If you got a fear of heights.
Oh, you have to get over it then.
And the door's closed. Not cool.
Nope.
Yeah, can't go that way. Let's go follow Tim back. Well, I'd like to go up there at least a couple of minutes. So it's like just... Their scenario you think makes me feel uber uncomfortable, you can force me to go in there too. Fair? I'll leave that alone. This one is cracked. Oh, that is heavy. That is a heavy door.
Yeah, it's closed down at the end too.
You can take a look for old time's sake. Also, is it just me or does it feel a little colder in here? Like just a little, like there was a light breeze. Is anybody in here? Alright, and the recloser is closing the door. Yeah, that is a heavy door.
Yeah, there's one more floor, but I'm not going into that one.
Ooh, this part fell out. Nope. Those are heavy doors too. So far, I am not feeling anything.
Well, they did say tonight seemed a little quiet.
Alright. Oh!
Yeah, go ahead, hop in.
I didn't do it, officer, I swear. Like I done fucked up. What do you say? 5 minutes? Keep it brief, get out. You having camera problems already?
Yep.
Again? Shit, man.
Thanks for trying to end my night early.
What do you guys got against Nordic man?
Battery's already drained.
Come on, guys. I mean, my stuff is fine. In fact, if you're really that worried about going up there, you can stay right here. I'll take a couple minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna stand up there.
Alright.
It's just my battery.
Alright, we're coming up.
Shit.
That's closed off.
Now, I didn't realize it until later, but there is another stairwell up to the 4th floor, which leads to more cell blocks with prisoner graffiti on the walls, as well as an open door which I believe leads to the infirmary. The dark presence is said to reside in the infirmary as well as D block, and when I eventually found that door, I opted against going into the infirmary. I'm sure you know why.
A block, 4th floor. It's probably another way up.
Well,
I'll try that too.
Well, no, that's the thing, the last 2 floors, the other sides have been shut.
stuff. Bolted shut. Alright, we're gonna head back to base camp for now and figure out our next strategy. Alright guys, Tim, you wanna let my audience know what's going on with you?
Basically, I am on my second battery on my camera. First one just abruptly died. It would not want to charge even with the power bank I brought. And this right here is acting up to every time I go to cell block C, third floor, 48. Every time I try to go there, it just wants to cut off. So if it abruptly just cuts off randomly and I have no way and y'all don't see me at all throughout the night with his videos, that means my boat went and sit in the car because this went dead.
Alright. So yeah, I'm guessing the spirits don't like him all that much. I mean, me, I've been fine. This feels no creepier than my basement. Alright guys, I found the bathrooms. I need to pee right now. Anybody in here? Knock and I'll leave. Come on. I am the only one here, yet it still feels wrong going in the women's room. But there's nobody here.
Now I'm all alone in this place. But I guess I am getting my wish. Isolation.
Is there anybody here? Anybody at all? Hello? Anybody there? If anyone's here, can you give me a sign of your presence? Knock, make a noise. I'm gonna cut this off for a moment because I swear I hear something. Do you guys hear that? Hello? Anybody up there? Hello? Tim, is that you? Okay. I could have sworn I heard chatter back over there. I turned the EM pump off. Nothing happened while I was gone, huh? Alright.
I must be going crazy, but the camera picked up that chatter. Turn the volume up, you'll hear it. And you could hear it going on for a good 2 or 3 minutes, too. I don't know if that was Tim playing a prank or if something in the museum turned on, but it's hard to describe or pin it to. It's like hearing a conversation down a hallway, just loud enough to reverberate its way to you, but still too muffled to make out what's being said. What do you think? Is someone playing a joke on me? Or could that be some type of residual paranormal?
Hello? If anyone's there, can you make a noise for me? Please? If someone's here, can you give me a sign?
Now that's gotten me a bit jumpy. That's gotta be just the building settling in the elements. Welcome to the 4th floor of A and B block.
Should I even go that way? I'll go this way instead. Me and Tim missed this. This is what life was like in here, right? Does this work? No, it doesn't. Alright, you could play checkers. A lot of cigarettes.
Let's read some of the wall art, shall we?
Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chamber of death. $13.5. Getting it done. Raise hell. Alright. part of it's no. Hello? Anybody there? I should leave this room. Vibe's starting to change. Someone down this way making noise earlier? Alright. Doubt you guys can make that out, but there are swastikas on the wall.
Now, there was a lot of stuff on the walls that YouTube, among other people, would hate to see. And some of you would probably give me crap for just showing it. But this was prison for you. Some of these prisoners would live life and not give two shits about what you thought. After all, for many prisoners, Brushy Mountain was the end of the line. And in some of those cases, this prison was the rest of your life.
Alright, you know what? If any of you can hear me, don't you hate it when you feel a sneeze coming on, but then it never happens? Seriously. Knock if you hate that feeling. And I just noticed this here. YouTube, don't demonetize me. Don't flag me for this crap. I am not the one who drew this. Since it's messing with Tim.
Now, I didn't show the footage, but I did talk Tim into going back into D Block with me one more time. I'll admit, at first I was a bit too afraid to go in there by myself, but after he got run out again, I eventually decided to face that fear and do one last walk around inside. I felt the least comfortable here in D Block. Nothing really happened. I didn't even hear any noises of the building shifting and settling in the cold. But I kept feeling like something was there. Like something was around the corner, or even in one of the cells. Some of you may be laughing at me for that, but you know what? Let's see you spend 10 minutes in here by yourself at 1 a.m. Come on, I dare you. If you last longer than I did, I'll give you $1.
Those are not very stable steps. Alright, we just survived D block.
Nothing like an early spring night adventure at an old prison to wake you up. Up here in the mountains of Tennessee, it can still dip down into the freezing temperatures as late as April, one of those kinds of places where you'll still want a pack of hot hands. This is just one of the many things you have to put up with. Meanwhile, outside, the night we were there, we were seeing all sorts of lights in the trees around the prison, but these turned out to be people running a late-night marathon. The guides here at the prison did tell us that it might end up being a quiet night, and to an extent, it was. But a few things stand out to me. Tim's equipment all apparently failed on him and refused to function until we were back at the hotel, and his camcorder that night was supposed to be a fresh kit, only used for testing beforehand. Additionally, he was ran out of D block by what he describes as a sulfury smell. Yet I didn't smell anything in that old building. And what about down in the hole? Was that chatter? The guide speculates that something might have been switched on in the museum when I told him about that. But considering it's the off-season, isn't all that stuff supposed to be switched off? And I do wonder if Tim was pulling my leg for that one. But it's hard to tell when you just can't make out what's being said. This night was more of a learning experience for me than anything else. An exercise in how jumpy and apprehensive I can be while on my own. The camera setup I used for filming the bulk of this also didn't work out that well, as the footage came out far too shaky for you guys, I am sure. Equipment I wanted to try out didn't get used because we just weren't feeling it, and Tim sat part of the night out. But I'm not giving up that easily. I'd be more than happy to spend more time in the dark checking out old, derelict digs like these. Even if you don't believe in this paranormal nonsense, you're still taking a look at some local history. This is a prison that saw the likes of James Earl Ray doing time and was operating all the way into the 2000s, closing in June 2009 to bookend a 113-year operation. And today, it still serves as a seasonal events venue with a restaurant and moonshine still. I would encourage you to come out and visit the Brushy Mountain Penitentiary someday, be it for a concert, food, booze, history, or even some spooks. On behalf of Tim from Exploring the Decay, as well as the staff at Brushy Mountain, this is Doomie Grunt wishing you farewell. Sleep tight. Alright, I did it. Now it's your turn.